So hi, hello everyone, welcome to TerraSpatial. In this video tutorial, we'll be seeing two types of imagery. One is single band imagery and another one is multiple band imagery. So in the single band imagery, we'll be seeing the digital elevation model. So you can see this is the raster data, uh, which is a single band raster data, and it represents elevation of a region. So that is called as DEM, digital elevation model. So this is being downloaded from the Earth Explorer website, and this image is being acquired using the SRTM radar, sorry, SRTM sensor. So now we just have some look at this imagery. You can see that this image is being represented in the various shades of black to white, and you can see that the darkest black color represents the elevation of 257, and the white color, pure white, which is representing 1259 meters. So this is just representing the elevation. So the elevation is ranging from 257 meters to 1257 meters, 59 meters. So in between values it can be represented in various shades that you can see here. Various shades are there. Using the combination of white and black, you can see various shades are there, and in between values will be found based on it. So you can see the identity tool on the top. You can just bring it and zoom to the layer, and you can see you can click on each of this pixel. Each of the pixel represents the elevation value. So here this this pixel is 1215, and it represents the height in meters. Likewise, if you go to some other spot, you can see the black color, different shades of black. This is the darker shade of black. Let me zoom to a particular region. Yeah, here you can see a pixel. Let me click on this pixel and you can find the value. It is around 119 meters. So likewise, this is a single band imagery, and it represents the elevation of a terrain. So you can see the vertical resolution, the horizontal resolution is 90 meters. So I have also made a video for it, how to download the digital elevation model from Earth Explorer, as well as how to create an account in Earth Explorer. That I'll be putting in the cards on the top, as well as I'll be giving the description. You can just check it up. Now let me right click on this imagery and go to the option properties. Here you can find the information about this imagery. You can get the name of the imagery, and you can see the path where it is located. If you click here, the location will be open in a file manager, and you can see the size, last modified date, provider name, and you can see the extent of this imagery with width and height, and you can see the data type, 16-bit signed integer, and it is a GeoTIFF, it is in GeoTIFF format. And you can see some statistics of this image. Just come down, you can see the dimension X and Y bands, as well as you can see the pixel size over here. In the next option you can find the coordinate system. So now it has been, we have been projected it into projected coordinate system, UTM zone 44M. Likewise, and this, as you can see here, this is a single band, and the minimum elevation is 257 and the maximum elevation is 1259 in meters. Now let us close it, and now we will be discussing about the multi-band imagery. Now let me add this data. So let me go into the file Landsat. So you can see here the multispectral imagery is being given by various is given by various organization, and various satellites are there for individual countries, and we have been given image from the Landsat. So you can see that the Landsat image has been given from the year 1972, and till now it has been given. So the resolution ranges from 60 meters in the early 70s 80s, and after that you will be getting a resolution of 30 meters. And now recently we can use 15-meter resolution imagery by using the pan image. So here you can see this is a Landsat 8 imagery. Let me open and show you some specification of this imagery. So usually the multispectral imagery has various bands in it. So you can see in this Landsat 8 there are around 11 bands, and you can see the specification of the band. Coastal aerosol, blue, green, red, near infrared, short wave infrared, panchromatic band, cirrus for monitoring clouds, and you can get the thermal images. Here you can see the wavelength of each imagery, and you can check in the resolution. So if you combine this imagery together, these bands together, it will be a multispectral imagery. So where we can visualize how the surface is. For example, you can do vegetation analysis, you can do land use land cover mapping. Likewise, you can visualize the features that are there in the earth surface and do the analysis also using this multispectral imagery. Previously we have seen the DEM data, which is only representing the elevation of a terrain. That can also be used for various uh, purposes, for hydrological studies, for measuring the slope aspect. So likewise, so we just move on to the QGIS part. Now we'll be putting the bands. So here you can see band 1, band 2. At the end you can see B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. Here it is nothing but band. Here you can see in the website band 1, that is being represented as B1. So we'll be putting few images. So let me add it from first band to band number 6 and hit the button open. After that, select the option add. So automatically the bands will be added to the QGIS canvas. So you can see here this is band number 1. Let me arrange it. You can just drag it and drop it like this. Let me increase it. Band 4. You can just easily drag and drop it. Band 5 and band 6. So let me remove the digital elevation layer, that is image. Now you can see here we have added 6 bands from the Landsat imagery. So right click on it and hit the button zoom to layer. Here you can see the image. Let me add some more. You can see here you can find the agricultural field. Likewise, you can see the river traces. You can find the river and river bank, and you can also find some settlements. You can see here these are the settlements. If you go for much finer imagery, you will be easily visualizing the settlements, and you can also see water bodies in this imagery. So here you can see this is nothing but the sea. You can see here a lot of sediment is being suspended on the ocean. So likewise, you can have the look at this imagery, And you can see here this image is also having values. Each pixel have its own value. You can use the identity tool and click it. You can see each band has its own value. That is each band each band you can see that each band has its own wavelength. So in each band you can see a lot of pixels available. So each pixels have its own value. It is just representing the representation of the information of the surface in a combination of white and black color. So we can also combine this image together. So that can be called as multispectral imagery. So let me do that. Now go to the option raster. From there come down to the option miscellaneous, and here you can find the option merge. Hit the button merge. After that, in the input layers you can see the option over here, input layer. Just press this button. Now I'm going to select all. So in this case I don't want the band number 1, so I'm just removing the band number 1 and band number 6. So I'm going to keep the rest of these bands, and now I'm going to click the option OK. If you want to add the file, you can just press this button and add the file. You can browse and add the file. Now let me click OK, and after that you can see here place each input file into separate bands. So just click it. So you can see the output data type. Let us check the image once. So you can see here it is UINT, that is 16-bit unsigned integer. And now let me hit the button run. It may take a few seconds to few minutes, maximum 2 minutes. So the process has been successfully completed. You can see the image over here. So it's in the layers. Now you can see the image. Now right click on this image and go to the option properties. Here now we are going to use the symbology. In symbology you can see multi-band color. So now we are going to change the combination. So I'm going to use 4, 3, 2. This is one of the combinations. Now you can see here. So now the image is been in the false color composite, and you can visualize the feature as well. Now let me unselect all image so that we'll be having a clean view of this imagery. Now you can see here we can clearly visualize the features in the images. So while downloading, please make sure that you are downloading the images without any cloud. We can also process this image, so that I will be showing in the upcoming videos, and we can make the image much more clearer by removing the impurities. Atmospheric, you can do some corrections of this imagery and make it much more good. So you can see here the blue shades which are representing the settlements. You can see the river, and you can also find the agriculture fields. You can see these red spots. These are nothing but the vegetation area with the vegetations. You can also change the color combination. For example, two, 2, 3, 4. Let me apply it and give OK. Now you can see the color has been changed. So various combinations are there. So let me try another combination. So in this combination, let me try it with 3, 2, 1, and now you can see that now it has been changed into the natural color. So these combinations play an important role. Now you can clearly see the vegetation which is in green color, and the water body you can see it is in blue color. So if you download the image without clouds or haze, you'll be getting a good one, not the image like this which I'm showing. You can see that it is having some cloudy effect or haze effects on it due to the atmospheric impurities. And let me show you a few more band combination. So so you can see here. So I'll be giving this links in the description. You can get the information about the bands in the Landsat 8 imagery and band combination for Landsat 8 imagery. So you can see the natural color 432, false color 764. For finding agriculture, you can use this band 652. You can change the band combination like this to easily direct the agriculture. You can see land and water difference. You can use this 564 combination, and natural with atmospheric removal you can use 753. So a lot of combinations are available. You can just check it up. I'll be giving this link in the description. So thanks for watching Terra Special. If you have any doubts, please do ask in the comment section. Please do subscribe the channel. Goodbye everyone.